Now, the end of the year can be a time for reflection, and that includes reflections on our finances. So regardless of where you stand now, how can you set yourself up for a successful 2026? Well, my next guest has some tips for us. Pattie Ehsaei is a lawyer and a financial services manager, and she's also a keynote speaker, author, and content creator who you may have heard from TikTok as the Duchess of Decorum. Pattie, thank you so much for joining me. You got a list of what you call high-impact money moves for the year. Let's start with your first move. Do a 1-minute money snapshot. What does that mean? Walk us through that.
Yes, this is the easiest thing that you can do. So look at your credit card statements, look at your bank statements, and see what you're spending the most amount of money on, and just cut that out. That daily coffee when you're buying lunch out every day. People think it doesn't matter, but it does. Americans spend an average of $140 on coffee a month. If you're in your 20s and you start to invest that money, by the time you retire, you're going to have $2.3 million. So those small habits make a huge difference in the long run.
Next, you say to automate the top 3 priorities. What exactly does that mean?
So, what are your 3 priorities for the upcoming year? Is it to save for a house? Is it just to start saving? Maybe have an emergency fund? Whatever that may be, automate it so the money from your checking account goes automatically into those accounts. So you set it and forget it. You're not tempted to spend it, and you're more apt to stay on track.
Next is one that can definitely apply to a lot of us, cutting subscriptions and hidden fees. But for some, it's actually a lot easier said than done. So how do we actually do it effectively?
Again, go through your credit card statements, your bank statements, and look at all the apps that you have, all the subscriptions that you have. There may be some that you don't even use, and even hidden fees. I looked at my bank statement, and I had so many hidden fees that I didn't even know about. So whatever you're not using, cut or downgrade, and that will save you a lot of money in the long run.
And up next, you say boost your credit score with 2 simple habits. What are they?
Yes, the first one is you want to pay before the due date. That is so important because that'll give you time for your payment to process and you're not going to be hit with a late fee. And also pay before the statement date. If you're going to pay off your credit card, pay it off before the statement date because that date is what credit agencies use to determine your credit score. And if your balance is 0, your credit score goes up. And the second one is your credit utilization. You never want to use more than 30% of the credit extended to you at any given time.
And finally, you say we should all pick one big financial win for 2026 and make it our goal for the year, right?
Yes, absolutely. So many people go into the new year and they have like 5 or 6 financial goals and they never meet one of them because it's just so daunting. Pick one goal. Again, I'm going to save for a house or I'm going to save for a car, whatever it may be, and divvy it up for 12 months in the year, January through December. That way, it's not as daunting. You're more likely to hit that goal. And when you hit that goal, you're going to feel really good about yourself. So meeting one huge goal is better than 5 or 6 goals that you're never going to meet.
All right, Pattie Ehsaei with the pro tips that we all need. Thank you very much for joining me, Pattie.
Happy holidays. Thank you for having me.
Yes, you too.